If your business is making money, but you're losing motivation, watch this video till the end because I will share the most effective ways to stay motivated and grow your business. I'm Coach Glenn and I help entrepreneurs like you to grow their business and live the life they deserve. Before we go into exact techniques, I want to share the concept of motivation, how it works with animals. And please check out the Pavlov's dog experiment. In general, it talks about how a brain of an animal can be trained to do certain things. So if we give a dog food and ring a bell at the same time, and we do it for 2 weeks, and then next time we will ring the bell, the dog will start thinking, okay, now it's time for food. And that's how we can train animals. Surprise, surprise, we are also animals and our brains can be trained the same way. And this works perfectly also with the self-motivation. So why I'm talking about dogs in the business video? Because I want to make sure that you reward yourself, right? That you use the positive reinforcement. This is a great approach that will keep you going until you reach the highest peaks of success. How it works? You set clear goals, you have visibility on where you're going and how you're doing right now. And then when you achieve your clear goals, you reward yourself. Your brain gets the reward and understands, all right, if I keep this behavior, I will get rewarded. And here is where I help my clients as a business coach to understand exactly, okay, what are the clear, achievable goals that we can put on our roadmap, and then use this positive reinforcement, reward ourselves to get this bump of motivation and keep going to the next milestone. And here I want to bring the next important part of this positive reinforcement. And I'm talking about having clear money goals, numbers goals, objects goals, physical things goals. You've probably heard about law of attraction, and some people think it's kind of magic, but it's actually pretty simple. The visual dashboards of your goals, real objects, give your brain an understanding why exactly you need to achieve this. It gives your brain a reason, okay, why I need to hustle and build a business and take the responsibility. Because your brain knows, all right, oh, that's because of that Lambo. Oh, that's because of that house. That's because of this Birkin bag for my wife, for this dog shelter. Oh, that's because of this non-profit that's doing cancer treatment research. You need to have clear numbers and objects and real goals why you need this amount of money. All right? And this is also an important part of working with a business coach like me, is to have clear goals that comes from your heart and not something that you just saw on Instagram. Another important part in business motivation is just having fun when you're doing a business. Some people can have passion and of course it will motivate them, but as we know, a lot of cash cow type businesses are actually quite boring. And there are a couple of solutions for that, and one of the greatest is to have a team that is high performing and that's pleasure to work with and fun to work with. Another step in having fun is to find specific parts of the business that actually brings you pleasure. Even the whole business as a whole might sound boring, but there are certain things that you enjoy, okay, like marketing or building communications. So something that you really like and enjoy doing. Make sure you're not removing it from your plate. All right, we've talked about the motivation that comes from inside, and now let's talk about motivation that comes from outside. And I'm talking about situations where people actually tell you, hey, I need this, or help me with this, and I give you my money. Please take my money. In simple words, I'm talking about the demand. And that's super important when you work on your business. You have to make sure that there are people out there who are actually knocking at your door, writing messages, hey, I really need this, help me with that. Because if you don't have this, Well, it's very hard to go somewhere only on the inner motivation. You need to have those people who are actually wanting to buy it from you and pay you money. And if we are talking about growing to 8 figures, then we have partners who are asking for your help. All right, please help us with that project. How about we work together on this part of the business? Or how about we expand together to another market or to another country? Make sure people know how valuable you are. So make sure you create this environment where people are aware how valuable your business is, how valuable you are, and they come to you to ask for partnerships, for your help. And yeah, it will be up to you if you want to accept that or not, but make sure that this outside motivation is also present. And I also need to talk with you about what I call business hell. To stay motivated, you need to avoid it at any cost. So what is it? It's when you already invested in your business time and money and efforts, but for some reasons it stopped giving you the returns. And because you have these sunk costs and a lot of things depend on you in the business, you cannot just go away. So you are stuck there. You're working like 70, 80 hours per week, and there is no way out. So if you see a situation like that on the horizon, there are usually 3 things you can do. First, it's the best time to exit the business, sell it, or second, you utilize what you have and you go to a new niche with the resources that you have, the team that you have, the niche that gives you much higher returns on your efforts. And third, it might just make sense to bankrupt this specific business and start a new one that gives you much higher returns on your time spent. So please stay away from a business hell if you want to stay motivated and grow from 7 to 8 figures. Send this video to a friend who needs motivation in his business. Stay profitable. Your coach Glenn.